Hello everybody, my name is Barry and you are watching another episode of the Mash Maker Challenge. I know it's been a long time since I released a video. The summer just flew by. The leaves are already starting to change color. Football season is in full swing and I have not brewed a batch of beer since the spring. But I'm hoping that maybe in October I can kind of get back to normal here. So it's been quite the year so far. As some of you may know, my father passed away last December, and that started a 6-month ordeal of transferring vehicle titles, getting a house ready for sale, going through probate, all sorts of good stuff. But I got that all done. Then I bought a piece of property in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I bought a 30-acre plot up there, and I started a new channel called 906 Dreams. Not 906 Dreams, 906 Dreams. 906 stands for the area code in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. There is one area code up there, which tells you how many people actually live up there. But anyhow, all the weekends have been filled with something. I've either been working, going up to the UP, prepping the property because I'm looking to build a small cabin up there so that I can hunt and stay up there for weekends and stuff like that, which should be great. It's been a dream of mine since I was about 12 years old to own a piece of property in the UP of Michigan. I'm originally from Detroit, so the UP has always had a special place in my heart. And I finally have that piece of property after 40 years of dreaming and thinking about it. Things are going pretty well, just busy. But like I said, in October, I'm hoping to start brewing some beers again. But another thing happened too, which is going to make it a little harder to brew, but I'm just going to have to plan ahead. Northern Brewer closed all of its brick and mortar locations about a month ago, which is a real bummer because I really enjoyed going up to the store. I like the convenience of being able to just go and, get stuff when I needed it. Now that option is out the window. Another reason why I'm in my truck right now, I am heading to Minnesota to Northern Brewer headquarters. And we are going to be brewing some beer this weekend at Northern Brewer with some Chop and Brew superfans, Ivar and Johnny from Norway. This is pretty cool. If any of you have paid attention to the Chop and Brew channel, you have probably seen Ivar on a couple of the episodes. We are going to be brewing 4 traditional Norwegian farmhouse beers on Saturday. Today's Friday and I'm heading up to get my campsite set and ready to go, and I'm going to help set up tonight at the Northern Brewer headquarters, and then I'm sure we'll probably go out and have a beer or two, and I'll get to meet Ivar and actually shake his hand in person. We've been corresponding for several years now, over Messenger and Facebook and stuff like that, and he brews a lot, and I've been following his progress in brewing, and I've had some of his beer before. He sent beer to Chip, and I've been in Minnesota, and I've had some of his very tasty Norwegian style beers. Some of these beers are meant to be drank just within a few days of being brewed, and he uses nothing but Kvike yeast. The temperature that you brew it at is like 101. It's just crazy how high the temperature is, but boy does it chew through the sugars so quick. And literally within 2 to 3 days, the fermentation is done with his strain of yeast, and creates some pretty interesting flavors. A lot of underlying fruity tones and stuff like that. So, but anyhow, I'm really looking forward to meeting Ivar and Johnny and hanging out with the Chop and Brew crew this weekend. According to the invite on Facebook, there's probably going to be at least 40 or 50 people at this event at Northern Brewer headquarters in St. Paul. So I think it's in Roseville, to be exact. So I know you're not going to see this video before everything happens, so I can't invite you to it. But hopefully, if some of you are going to be there and you see this video later on down the road, I'm glad that you were able to make it. And if I haven't met you, maybe I'll get the chance to meet you this weekend. So anyhow, I'm going to get my eyes back on the road. All right, I have arrived at my home for the next 2 nights. I opted not to get a hotel and instead stay at a campsite for 2 nights. It's going to be a little chilly both nights, but I think I'll survive. It's supposed to get down in the 50s each night. Not a big deal. But I am staying at Lake Elmo Campground, or Lake Elmo State Park, however they refer to it here. And it's really pretty in here. So lots of walking trails and stuff like that. I probably won't have much time to hang out on those, but this will be my home for the next 2 nights at the Modern Campground. There's the sign right there. And here is the campground. Very small little spot, but it should do. Well, look at me, everybody. I'm in the Northern Brewer warehouse. So who would have thought, starting brewing 8 years ago, that I'd be standing here inside this warehouse where I get all my stuff from.
The only thing is, I think I'll take this inside. The chain inside. Okay. Should we get the kettle so you can try it out?
Let's get some fire under these kettles.
Okay, tonight is the prep night, so we're going to be infusing the water in all 4 of these kettles with juniper, and we just cut up some alderwood. There's Ivar right there. He's coming through. He's got the juniper. So there it is. There's the juniper right there. Oh, I just caught one. There we go. So we're getting the juniper in the water. We're going to get the water all infused, and tomorrow we'll be using that water to brew. So tonight is just the prep night. That's all we're doing, just prepping. Oh, there's Chip. And there's Steve Fletty over there. He's going to serve some more mead. Very dangerous.
Making jam.
There it is. A big kettle.
Now I'll give it back. Did you bring that valve that you had found that could go maybe in my...
No, actually, you know what? I was like, oh, we're not going to leave that till tomorrow. You want to mix it? Yeah.
All right, which one is this?
Telemar.
Telemar?
One of these is boiling foam clips.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it right there. So we have mashed in, and this is a much different process. So we have some 6-row and some oat malt None of it is crushed. So it's all uncrushed right now, and you just add just enough water so that the grains start to float, and then you stir it all up either with a hand or a mash paddle. And you can't see any water on the top right now, but it is down below, and all this is going to do is steep overnight. So we're just getting the grains all set and ready so that they kind of moisten up throughout the evening, and that will release the sugar. Tomorrow we will sparge, and this is a no boil process also, so very interesting. So I'm standing next to a almost boiling pot of alderwood and juniper. The juniper came direct from Norway. The alderwood is from here in Minnesota. But if you can see right there, big chunks of alderwood and a bunch of juniper. And I gotta tell you, this smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. This water is going into the brews tomorrow. Hey everybody. All right, I am back at the campsite. Got my tent set up and I am in bed. So I got to get up at 5:45 tomorrow morning because I have to be back at Northern Brewer headquarters at 7:45. So it's going to be a long day, but I'm really looking forward to a wonderful brew day. Spent the evening with the whole gang tonight over at Chip Walton's house, and we had some wonderful beers. Shared a few from Norway, which were really tasty. So had a great time. Had a couple of meads with Steve Fletty while we were at the at Northern Brewer headquarters earlier, setting everything up. We got the mashes all set and ready to go. They are steeping overnight along with the juniper and alderwood in the water. Tomorrow we are going to get everything all set. It's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a good day. So for now, I'm in bed. Got to get to sleep because it's going to be an early rise. So I'll catch you all in the morning. Well, here I am, Northern Brewer headquarters, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm the first one here. I'm usually always the one that's always on time. Everybody else is running a little behind. I just got a message. They'll be here around 7:15 or so. So I guess I'll just sit in my truck and wait, but here I am. It's brew day. We're in the morning. Everything is sunk down into the bottle, and the liquid is very dark. Smells amazing. All right, here's the soaked grains from last night. Smells very sour, but tastes very starchy.
I do have 2 pair of heat gloves. Go slow at start.
Yeah.
Perfect, yeah. We need direction. I appreciate it.
Can I get a shot of that after the tampon season?
All right, so we have put the water in both of these, and the temperature of both of these is anywhere between 165 and 170. So we're gonna let that sit for 3 hours and then just draw off the wort. There's no boil, so it's just draw off the wort and pitch some yeast. So pretty simple. Over here, we're stirring in. So this particular one here gets boiled, right? You guys are bringing it up to temp?
Yeah, this is boiled mash, telemark style.
Okay.
Unmilled grain, steeped overnight. Add some juniper, alder water this morning, and start slowly bringing it to boil.
And then pitch yeast or
Sparge. Sparge this.
Yep.
And we're not going to boil the wort. It's raw ale, so once we sparge it, let it cool a little bit, we'll hit it with the pike.
This, by the way, is Steve Fletty. He's the mead master who gets me messed up sometimes, but not anymore.
We have mead for later, Barry.
Yes, we do have some mead for later, and I will have some mead, but water between each one.
This is trying to replicate that process here in Indiana.
It's a day in the life of Ryan.
Right?
We're going to
Do this every day.
Yeah, we're gonna follow him back and forth.
We have the thermometer.
It is a dense moment. Is that the Fleddy Shuffle? That's the Fleddy Shuffle.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. Because I technically already have a video.
Yes. There's all the people watching.
Right?
This is my my fan base.
Your entourage, yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Just like they do in Norway. It's Dono.
Wow.
Somebody threw some moss in there. Or seaweed or something, you know? This. All right, everybody. It's been a long day. It is 6 o'clock in the evening, and we are wrapping up the brew day. Just doing some cleaning. Everything's been brewed, everything's been brought in, everything's been cooled, and yeast has been pitched. So, awesome day. Learned quite a bit about how to do raw ales, and I think I'm going to do a couple of raw ales in the future up at my new property in the UP. That's going to be great. So, no boil, which is awesome. All I got to do is throw in a little bit of grain and get the mash going, and then draw off the wort, cool it down. Because the wort, I mean, when you let it sit, you're letting it sit at about 160, 165 for 3 hours. You let the mash sit, and then you draw off the wort, you let it cool down, and then you pitch the yeast. No boil. And when you are drawing the wort off of the grain bed, you run it through some hops, kind of like a hop rocket, but just some hops inside of a strainer. Run your wort through. There's Ivar walking by. Hello. So anyhow, this is going to conclude the brew day. We are just wrapping it all up. So hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed the full day. It's been almost 12-hour day so far. So we're gonna pack this thing up, maybe go over to Chip's house, have a couple beers, and then I'm gonna get back to my campsite. See ya. And here's badass Brian Adams.
What up, people?
Yes. Oh, and there's, this is a family channel until then. Oh.
You can clip that out, Barry Sandler. I'm sorry. Take it back.
I'm just gonna blur out the finger, you know. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Now it just went off the rails.
Blooper reel.
Yeah, blooper reels.